once again, our shop cam is out and roaming the countryside, and as you can see, we're back at Dunn Tire again because I wanted to find out the difference between all-season tires and snow tires and what the benefits are to go with all 4 snow tires as opposed to all 4 all-season. So come on into the shop and let's go back and talk to Ray Winarski. How are you?
How are you doing today, buddy?
Good, man. Can you take a few minutes and talk to me?
Sure could.
Okay.
Good to see you again.
Listen, well, it's very convenient. You got a snow tire and you got an all-season tire sitting here, and I wanted to talk to the people about that.
Sure.
So talk to me about an all-season tire as compared to a snow tire and the benefits that you derive from a snow tire over an all-season in winter weather.
Sure. Basically, the biggest thing is going to be, Tom, is obviously the rubber compound. Much softer, gives you a much better grip.
In the snow tire.
In the snow, you can actually take the rubber, and it's very, very soft, which gives you a great traction in the winter there with the snow and ice and all that.
There's also the concept of siping or semi-segmenting of the treads to create that pumping effect.
Yep, and throws it out of the tread there for you to get you that much more traction coming.
So what you're telling me is the compound in the all-season isn't quite as soft as in the snow tire.
No, it's not.
It might give you a longer mileage, but...
Yes, it will definitely give you a longer mileage. You know, for a perfect example is, too, you buy a new car, they give you like a great riding tire, Michelin, something like that. They don't last that long because they got a really great wear pattern to them. For example, you can get a tire to last, 50, 60,000 miles, but you're not going to get the greatest ride out of it. Right. A tire like this, that doing something like this, definitely give you a nice ride. They're not bad in the snow, but obviously it's not as good as a snow tire. It's just, but in this area that you want to live in, doing 4 snow tires is always the best way to do it. If you have to do the 2 tires alone on there and you can't afford it, you always want to put the snow tire on the non-driving wheel.
Really?
Yes.
You see, now I was under the impression it should be on the driver's wheel.
It always was.
As everybody was.
Yes, it always was that way until I want to say a year or 2 ago. I want to say Michelin got in trouble for not presenting themselves properly on it. Now they look at it as if you spin, that's not a safety factor. You're just not going nowhere.
Right.
As you all know, you hit the gas, you spin, the car doesn't go nowhere.
So what you're telling me is the snow tires, if they're put on the back and the non-driving wheels, they tend to bite in, and consequently you don't fishtail around.
You don't fishtail as much because the back end of the vehicle is a lot lighter than the front one, especially when you got a front-wheel drive vehicle. So any little bit helps, and when you got a tire in the back like that, it does maintain the back end from losing control, from like going around corners.
Best case scenario though is 4 snows.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you can do it, that's the proper way to do it, no doubt about it. Yes. Okay, checking the vehicle's air pressure right now. We got 38.2 pounds of air pressure in the vehicle. Basically what you want to do is you always want to find out the right pressure for the vehicle, which we'll get to in a minute for you. We'll show you where they're located. So we're going to find out where we go. So we're going to leave
obviously what you're using here is a professional type gauge. It's digital in nature.
Yes.
A good, simple, fresh pencil gauge like what I have in my hand right here. Replace it every year because they go bad after a year, and they're cheap enough, a couple of bucks. Keep a fresh one on hand at all times and check those tire pressures on a regular basis. Now let's take a look and see exactly where you can find the recommended tire pressure for this vehicle. And in this case, it's right on the door jamb there. Right, Ray?
Yes, sir. And this vehicle looks like we're going to be calling for 35 all the way around, including the spare. So this vehicle has 3.5 pounds too much, which we can easily adjust now that we know the proper air pressure.
Yeah, and if it's let go like that for a while, with heating up of the tire and expansion of the air inside, it will result in an overinflation wear pattern like you saw on a previous show. Ray, thanks for being on the show again, and I appreciate your expertise.
Tom, thank you for coming. It was very wonderful having you here.
From Dunn Tire, I'm Tom TORBJORNSEN on America's Car Show. Keep rolling, babe.